I'm back. Sorry I haven't posted in a while. I've been traveling around the west coast, but I'm back with herpes. Yes, you read the title correctly. I do in fact have herpes, but so do 1 in 7 Canadians between the ages of 14 to 57, and 90% of them don't even know they have it. Earlier this week, I made a very uneducated tweet claiming that I contracted the herpes virus through unknowingly sharing a drink with someone. But the truth is, I already had it. A lot of children contract the herpes virus through kissing their older relatives that may not know they have the virus, or other forms of physical contact with an area that doesn't visibly appear to be infected. Some people have no symptoms at all, and the severity of symptoms ranges from person to person. For others, it appears similar to bug bites, diaper rash, or razor bumps. And then there's others, like me, that get blistering and pussy oozing cysts on their face. There are 8 strands of herpes. Ever had mono? Herpes! Ever had chickenpox? Herpes! Ever had shingles? Herpes! But the 2 I'm going to be talking about today, just gonna pop this back in. Just gonna okay. Anyways, but the 2 I'm going to be talking about today, are you fucking kidding me? We're just gonna do this. Yep, had enough. But the 2 I'm gonna be talking about today are herpes simplex 1, typically found on the mouth, and herpes simplex 2, which is typically found on your genitalia. Now, originally it was thought that the 2 types were restricted to their specific areas, so HSV1 for mouth, HSV2 for genitals, but we now know that the 2 can be swapped around and swooshed everywhere. How do you get it, and how does it infect the body? So you can literally get herpes from any sort of physical sexual contact. Oral sex, anal sex, penetrative sex, swapping of saliva. All you need is one area that's infected and another person. It's just the gift that keeps on giving. Now, apart from the vagina, penis, and anus, herpes can also be found in the cervix and inside your pee hole. So even if you do a visible check of the play area, there is no way to know for sure if the person has the virus or not. Condoms and dental dams will lower your risk, but there's no way to completely eliminate it. You can get tested with your partner or partners beforehand, but it's not typically considered in its normal STI screening because even though it is viral, which means there is no cure, it's not life-threatening like some of the other STIs can be. So how herpes works is it attaches itself to the nerve of an infected area, where it then travels through the nervous system and stays dormant in the spine until it's ready to attack. Prime time to do that is when the immune system is compromised. So when you're sick, lack of sleep, and if you're changing your diet or alcohol consumption. Because when your pH balance is more acidic, your body becomes more virus friendly. It is also scientifically proven that more sunlight triggers herpes outbreaks, in addition to other emotions that can agitate your nervous system, as well as menstruation, pregnancy, or birth control pills. They can all induce a herpes outbreak in the body. Now, for those of you that get outbreaks like me, typically the first one is the most unbearable, but with time they become less frequent and less uncomfortable. There are also antiviral medications which reduce the severity, frequency, and risk of transmission. Other people may not get another one for about 1 to 5 years. For me, it's been 10 plus. Some people may get them 2 to 6 times in 1 year or never again. It really depends on the person. But it's really, really important that you go see a doctor, and if you're pregnant, they should also know about it. I don't even think I contracted herpes when men started to realize that I was a magician with my mouth. I think I contracted herpes back in grade school from sharing drinks, straws, spoons, lollipops, you name it. You name it! My closest friends, even though my Jamaican mother specifically told me not to for this very reason, but here we are. A positive herpes diagnosis and the blisters and the rash isn't even the worst part about having herpes. It's the stigma around it. I don't know when conversations around herpes became so negative, but I think it's all our job to combat this stigma. We should be able to have open conversations about sexuality and discuss STIs without shaming people if they have them. If you don't have herpes, great for you. That means you can be supportive and caring of your friends that do. And yeah, if you do have herpes, your life is gonna change a little bit. You're gonna have to tell your future partners, but that's only gonna improve your conversations about sex. So what more could you ask for? Fuck it. I have herpes. So what? Everybody has bumps on the road in their life. Mine just happened to appear on my face. Remember that sex is sexy, but consent is even sexier. And it's mandatory. This is your favorite freak of the week, signing off. Bye.